So we are back in Violet today, and I feel like I need to start ticking some stuff off. We've got way too many things left to do. Now, how do I get rid of this stupid mask? Yes, we want our bucket hat back, please. There we go. I am good, thank you, Shirio. So I need to check what the outbreaks are. See, part of me was thinking maybe we just go round and complete the decks in order, little by little. But I've also got a bingo challenge I need to finish, and I need, in no particular order, something that has heat in the dex entry. So I'm thinking Slugma, probably. Something with horns. Probably Go-Goat or something like that. Something that's in like this surfing picture. So there's like Wingulls, Love Discs, Slowpoke, Oshawott, and a few evolutions. A Friendship Evo, a relaxed Pokemon, which I don't know if means nature or just naturally relaxed, and something that learns Life Dew. So I thought I would just see if there was anything on here. Slugmas. Even if it did, I can only nominate it for one thing as well. So I would have to catch 2 Slugmas for that. Yeah, I need one for each thing on the board. But I also don't have Herba. So there is that. So we're going to be lazy. Oh no, I probably have to do a cutscene, don't I? I'm going to go and get... oh no, we can avoid trade. We can avoid the cutscene. That's nice. We're going to put one of these on and go for a little wander. Yeah, so I'm not really sure if this is going to be a good or a bad idea, but I was doing some shiny hunting yesterday and I got 4 in my main save, and not a single thing fitted any of those categories. I don't think. No. I got a low kicks, which definitely doesn't. Well, Satodo I wanted to push for as a relaxed Pokemon. I feel it's relaxed. What else did I got? A Bisharp, which is not a Friendship Evo. And the final one was Snorunt, which I'm pretty sure is not a Friendship Evo. And doesn't have any of the other things or its evolutions. So yeah, we're going to come to this area, hopefully look for a Slugma. It's not the easiest thing to do on this system, but what the hell. Yeah, Blissey and Chansey are my sort of plans for Friendship Evo, potentially relaxed, Life Dew. The short list for Life Dew is Clefairy, Rolps, Hatini, Chansey, Goomy, and Shoulder. They're the ones I'm looking at. I've been a bit lazy with the bingo, if I'm being honest. I should have done it a lot earlier. It could also, yes. It's very, like, particular ones. Like, you get a description on this bingo board and you've got to sort of match things up. I don't have to do all of them because I have caught the wild card already and redeemed the wild card. I just didn't decide which one I was picking for it, so... yeah, that was easy. That was just taking advantage of the Porygon spawns. But yeah, we'll find something. Like, the amount of spawns you get now. But this is why I'm thinking, if I don't get anything on this, I am thinking of trying to complete the Pokedex in National Dex order, excluding the starters, of course. The main theory behind this is it will just be easier to keep track of what we've done. I think that's probably the best way to put it. It can get a little bit overwhelming when you just jump around and pick each route at a time. I think that's probably the best way I would describe it. But I'm also trying to not push myself into the 3-star sandwiches, because at the end of the day, they are a bit too overpowered. If I'm honest, I don't mind it. But then again, I'm only earning the herba when I do raids with viewers. But I definitely don't have anything good enough to use in the raids yet. So yeah, we're kind of sort of stuck in the middle of it. Which is fine. I don't mind. We'll get there, right? We always do. I had a really mixed day for this shiny hunt competition I did yesterday, and I was using my best save. Corey, what time do you call this? How are you? Have you even been to bed yet? That's the better question. Yeah, so we're just gonna probably just float around the map more than anything. Oh, it's 8 AM. Okay, that's a bit better. You did a nice... I'm guessing you're up this early because it's a work day. But how are things? Did you manage to finally get that Machop or the Bulbasaur? That's the question. We're having a little bit of a look for a Slugma, because I've got sort of like a dex entry thing that I need something with heat in the dex entry. Unless somebody else has a good suggestion with a Pokemon that has heat in its dex entry, it doesn't have to be in this game. Good, good. At least you finally got it, so now you can progress the story, I guess. Beat the Elite Four. And then you can start some more Grief Case. Or have... that we all love. The Charmander line is an easy one. It's easier to isolate if I can just do fire encounter sandwiches. That is true. But there's also part of me that wants to sort of wing and just go a bit of a blitz on the Pokeball lottery so I can just sell everything. Because we haven't made it yet. Heatmore's not in this game, sadly. It would have been one of the targets if I could have gone for it, don't worry. I'm probably sticking to this game today. Ghastly and Dratini and Eevee. Eevee's not as hard to get, is it? From what I remember in that game. And Dratini is what, the rare spawn? I guess. By the power plant, I think. If I'm not mistaken. And I guess Ghastly should be pretty easy to get. Yeah, Ghastly should be right. Yeah, so the roly-coly, that could work. The starters are a lot harder to isolate, though, in this game, right? That's why I've been a bit slower to get going, because we only unlocked them last time as well, after that epic Union Circle session where we got so many points. Just went a bit crazy with that one, didn't we? Yes, you could go for something like a Cubone, I guess, if you want something a little bit more challenging. I guess it could work. I just don't want another one of you. Okay? We've already got you shiny. We don't need more. Okay, let's keep going. But yeah, I might just do Academy specials and then just, as we said, work our way through the Pokedexes. Like, we sort of were going to do this game, but we got a little bit bored of just running around doing the low level stuff. I never managed to sort anything out either, because, well, of course I didn't. We got a little bit lazy. Yeah, it's something I would like them to introduce. When it says send to box, let you pick the box. And Lycanroc and the person's trying to encounter the middle of the day. You got 4 shinies in 15 minutes. What, in this game? And I think I don't run around as much as I probably should, because I like to give everything a double take. Part of it is, because I stream through a laptop, I don't have the absolute best picture still. When I play it offline, I'm on the telly and it's 4K, it's all that, it looks beautiful. But when I do it on the laptop, it's not as high a quality, and I can't get it any better. Simple as that. No, you're just a Geodude. So I have to be a little bit more cautious. Still not as bad as it was back in the Switch 1 days, but just that little bit calmer. Because I don't have the equipment to stream through the telly, sadly. The desk setup is too far away to be able to plug it in that way. Which is, again, something we'll look into in the future. Maybe we just get like a cheapish 4K monitor. That's probably all I need. Then I could play it in 4K. But yeah, that's just where we are. And this is also quite a notoriously bad area to shiny hunt, because the spoinks blend in quite easily. So do the Litwicks and the Geodudes. And even the shiny Snugmas do. So yeah, it's part of the process, right? You got to do a bit. So you were trolling someone with a Lycanroc, the midday one. Not completely sure what that means, but something we did learn was that if you get a Lycanroc outbreak, they do rotate depending on the day. So they do turn into the midnight one if it turns to night, which is very strange considering they are classed as different forms. So yeah, that is something to take note of. One day we've got to figure out how to get the Dusk form one shiny. Oh, we have the TCG up. We did catch some more stuff yesterday. No more shinies, but you've got 4. I got Choodle Psyduck. Were you using any sort of boosts at all, or was it just basically good luck, shall we say? I want to just put this in so I'm ready to catch everything, really. Or was it just the charm odds? Okay. So I don't even have the charm yet. We sort of said at the beginning we were going to make this a catch them all type of run. Like when we do Scarlet, we're not doing it again. That's a fact. The only reason we're doing it on this one is I didn't want it to be too easy to shiny hunt, if we're honest. But that's why I'm thinking I may just start doing the dexes in order instead of. But then I've only got like 2 days to finish this game, because yeah, I've been a bit lazy. I haven't really done much playing on the games when I'm not streaming this month. It's been a really weird month for me. I went like as soon as I finish, unless I'm coming to help do DAs for someone or doing one of the shiny hunt sort of competitions that others are doing or hosting, I tend not to really keep the game on. I don't know why. I've had a little blitz around, but yeah, it's been a bit strange. When I sent my Lycanroc out in a ball to show off in a unicycle, someone after I did it, one of the streams, the day cycle, I thought I had encountered it. Oh, okay. It's a kind of what will happen when we start doing the Synco machine, which I would like to hope we can get done tomorrow for Robin's anniversary or follower achievement stream. I'm hoping to help or be part of it in the morning. as my plans changed and I will not be around tomorrow afternoon. But the idea is you basically use the Synchro machine to become a shiny Pokemon and hide, and you've got to find each other. Which I am going to put as a point redemption in the future. Well, I've set it up, but I haven't ticked it on yet. That's pretty much where we are with it. I think it works. It'll have to be a Union Circle thing, but it's very difficult to do because if you were to stream it, everyone's just going to go and hide from you. That's kind of the problem with it. But also, if we do a Union Circle and we use just a Scarlet save, I may try and do the exclusives in one go. That might be something I look to do as well. But I really want to just get some money together first in the game, so I can just get a bit crazy with the ball total. But we'll do the sandwich. Then we're going to go and try and price up the lotto machine. I don't know if you can make it Master Ball before you finish the story. That is something I do need to check. Well, we're still on this thing. How do I get that off? Okay, we still have plenty of time. The thing is, it's just not easy to do this area. Maybe we don't do this one. This could become my wild card, I guess. Because the worst thing will be if I go and find something that's not... Well, on paper we still need everything, don't we? So there's no bad answers. I guess? Maybe? Yeah. Nah. Well, yeah, definitely. Right. What do we got? What do we got? Just the red things. Right, okay, we're going to do this Dex thing that I mentioned. It's going to annoy me too much, this. So, what is next? The Oinkologne. So we'll go and catch ourselves an Oinkologne. I did see an outbreak of Oinkolones. Double check. Nothing on the screen is showing you before we leave. No, okay. Yeah, there was an outbreak here of Oinkologne, so we might as well have a little peek. I know it's not one that's on my targets. It'll be pretty easy to find, but whatever. And it's still not too bad that we've got 100 done on the Dex without really trying, wasn't it? Like, got 100 in that, 44 in that. We did do a lot of really random catching, didn't we, last time? What are we looking at? The boxes. Yeah, we were just doing all this random catching. Yeah, we felt a bit... Oh no, that's why you don't do living dexes. Because it just messes everything up. Oh dear. Oh dear. These are all of the Alolan blueberry ones, aren't they? Okay. Oh, we'll put them in here for now. We'll sort them all out from the back. Oh no. So yeah, this is the Darkrai someone sent me, which I don't think is a very I don't know. It could be legal, but I don't really think it is. Like, the numbers don't suggest it is. So yeah. But I don't really want to just delete it yet. Right. So Toddle can go to the 361. We really shouldn't do this right now, should we? Should be there. And we were going to do all 3 dexes as well, just to be awkward. That's blueberry. 224, okay. 224, what are you? 221? That can't be right then. 222, well, we'll put it here for now. Probably wrong, but whatever. Most of it we can sort out as we go. Right, what else do we have? Flygon, no. Settle is 261. That's a bit... No, it's not easier. I think that's there. No, it's there, I think. If it's wrong, we'll move it, don't worry. will learn numbers. Krokorok is 6268. Should also check these a bit more, shouldn't I? But whatever. Oh, should have taken that with us. The organisation skills. But this is kind of what I wish, like, if you're doing the dex entries, I wish you could just put them where they belong, instead of it be pretty much hoping you can find the right spot. I think that'll be here, because that'll be 60, 59, 58, 57, 50. Yeah, will do. Right, what else have we got? That's another Grimer. We probably don't need that. Dealing is 190, which is probably not good, because that means it's going to be in 2 different places. No, what's that? That's 188, so that should be right for dealing. And we got the Source Buck because we needed lots of normal types. 237. I like how I'm wasting my Academy special here as well. Right, what do we have? Scraggy is not much help. What's that? Rookity. Why did we catch a Rookity? Well, these were the ones that had to evolve, weren't they? Yeah, so that can go up there. Duosion can go there. Minion is in the base game, okay. Didn't know that. Mainly because it's one of the most forgettable things ever created. Let's be honest. Because these need to be evolved, they are going to go back to box 1. Right, and then these can go in here. These are all going to be the Blueberry. And Blueberry's a lot more difficult to get the numbers right. I've got to actually know them. We're going to put this in here because it's difficult to decide what we're doing with that. So anything we catch goes here. We want to go to this Winkalone outbreak. That was the plan. Right. If we see something en route, we see something en route. We may actually try and clear it just to get some stuff done. Where is it? Oh, it's up here, over this hill. Or on this hill? I've noticed this twice now. Like yesterday I had the same problem where the so-called outbreak wasn't where it said it was. Because there's definitely not one there. So we're going to just catch this and move on. So the main reason we want to do a lot of the other stuff is we just want to stock up on all of the balls and everything. And we do want it as a living dex. We'll worry about the starters a bit later. So called. Oh, I was actually looking at that because it's on Steam as well. I had a little peek around it because there's a big Steam sale on at the moment, isn't there? Like it's their summer special super duper whooper sale. Right, we need a Tarantula, which I believe spawns over here. A bit high level, but we'll go this way. Yeah, that'll do. See, the one that's difficult for me to notice is actually the Swalot. The gold pins are really easy to see shiny, but the Swalots are really difficult. I've got to just beat up all the Slowpokes, don't I? Because I cannot tell them apart. Based on the world where humans are extinct, and as a human you are born into the world. It did look very intriguing. It looks like there's going to be quite a fun game multiplayer as well. But I was reading sort of weird reports that like the developers had sort of disappeared. But I don't know completely. Wasn't reading too much into it, to be honest. But the thing is, I'm trying to not start more games at the moment. If I'm honest, we've got one too many, I think, at the moment. So I'm trying to be a little calmer with what we play. It's one of those that I feel will consume a lot of time, and I think it might. I can imagine it being quite big. Oh, we should have used Giga Drain on that, shouldn't we? Well, I have that. Okay, we can do it on this one instead. Yeah, but I think it might. It sounds like it might be quite a big game, as in size, as the download and everything. I don't want to use up all of my space. Like, I didn't even bring over a couple of the download games I have. Well, not didn't bring them over. I didn't bother letting them download, basically, like the Power Wash Sim and stuff like that. I didn't want to use up all my space because I knew that Mario Kart was quite big, and the save files for these games are quite big after if you've got as many as I have. So, of like the 250 that you get free on this, I believe I've used up about 150 already. So I don't want to do too many new games, and especially when I've got things that I want to play that I've downloaded but not played, like the Dragon Quest game that we tried and didn't really do much on. I could download that to play offline. But yeah. Okay, it's not too bad. But as I said, I tend to find myself not actually playing this as much when I'm offline, like the console itself. It's a very strange feeling. I try to just be involved in like events and stuff rather than do anything else. No, we'll try a quick pull, let's try it. We have a Garboda in the chat if anyone needs it. Okay, that was easy. It's not an event one, but whatever. Right, they all count. Right, how much of this Pokedex can we get done? That is going to be the question. That's that. So we need a low kicks. Now that's pretty easy to find. Not here, but I just thought I'll double check everything here before I leave. Low kicks is in this forest. Right, I'm going to be jumping all over the map. As I said, I'm going to put a lot of effort into just completing the decks today. Like, I won't do it, I don't think, because there's a lot of like, I've got to do all of the Beads of Ruins and stuff, and I doubt we're going to bother with that. I may do them, copy them in from home, I don't know. Oh, we got the judge thing now. That's the first time we've been to a stop as well. Yeah, so there's the low kicks instantly. That was easy enough to find. I got the Garboda. Lovely. As I mentioned, it's a bit annoying that I'm going to be missing another 2 days of Legends Arceus unless I do it on Sunday. Not sure if I will or not. What? It... Wait, tried to use Sucker Punch. I got confused then. What was it doing to me? I do know that this thing is very annoying to catch. With the number of shinies I've tried to get in the past, it always seems to be a pain. But we also said we're going to do a bit of the Pokeball lottery. Why not? Because like we'll get so many items that we'll just sell. I'm not worried about terror shards. I'm not worried about battle items. I will just dump them all. Sell everything. Right, that is low kick still. Now where can I catch a wild spuper? That's the question. No, it's Hoppip next. Okay, Hoppip is next. That's not too bad. Back to the Adlands. Well, we still got a little bit of time, so we'll go to Jumpluff Land. No, Hoppip Land, which is around. I need to unlock this one. Wow. Hoppip, Jumpluff. Well, I really didn't unlock much of the map, did I? We'll go here, and we'll go back to the Cologne. I think that's where I can get some skip blooms. If we're honest, that is one that we would like to add to the team. What about you? You shiny? No? Okay. It's nice though that we can actually fly now. That's the big thing. How are you doing, ironically? Welcome in. We can do a union circle. It was more, I didn't want to do it with just 2, but I can do a 4-person one if we want. Go for a bit more of a blitz if everybody wants to. I was trying to do a bit of my bingo today, to be honest. And fill out the Pokedex. But yeah, if people are interested, we can do it. It's not a problem. Yeah, I think that's about right. Okay. I haven't actually done one yet. Like last time we did it, like Dragon and 2 other people joined us, and we got about 16k in about 3 hours. So we managed to unlock all the Stardust, which was a bit chaotic. But yeah, we're working through to build a living dex slowly. It's something we did say we would focus on doing, so. But we're going to try and do it in order, because it'd be a bit easier. Because if I just transferred this one in, it would be well too early. But I did see that you managed to get your shiny Giratina. Congratulations. I guess that must have been the luck that we brought you by helping you, right? But as you can see, this bit is relatively easy. And what we're doing is we're going to put on... Well, actually, now that we've done this, we're going to go and have a little play on the Pokeball Lottery. Because I put a Academy Special sandwich on to start things off. Just to see if we were going to hunt, but didn't really go that well, so we gave up that pretty quickly. But yeah, we're going to do the Pokeball Lottery now. We should have done that first, start the session with that. We do have another reward. No, yes. What do we have? This. Yeah, that is going to be my plan, Area 0. Because then I can also get Talonflame, which is the next one on the list. I just want to get some money so I can like stock up on all of the balls and everything, really. And this will show you, well, this is pretty much how you make all the money you need in this game. I've only done 1 spin on this, so that's why we haven't got money. We don't have too much resources either, so... But whatever. I would like to get this to Master Ball level if I could. But I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't know if I need to finish the game to do that. Can't remember. I know I should be able to get to Ultra Ball. But even with just this stuff, it's worth a lot to sell. I think we'll try and do 5 and then see if we can upgrade. I can't remember how the upgrading works either. If it's like 100 items you've got to print, then the next level, whatever she tells you. So the star piece is always nice there. But if we do far... Oh no, it's free then. Okay, that was easy. She tells you when you can upgrade it. Let's make it better. 200, fine. That was nice. So now we're up to Great Ball level. Okay. Let's go. I'm hoping she does the same for Ultra Ball. Yeah, I knew I was just making sure Master Ball isn't locked behind post-game, if that makes sense. Like, after you beat Terapagos. Because again, we haven't done any of the double battles yet. We could go and have a go at them, but I don't think my teams are remotely ready for that. If I'm honest. Yeah, we're not prepared for... I think we could sort of wiggle our way through a bit, but I don't think we're convincing enough for anything. Like we've got 2 fighters, so we don't really stand a chance again, and 2 dark types on the team, so I don't think we are going to last too much against Lacey. We do have a fire type which would be good against still, but you've also got to remember the Doug trio is very hard to beat, as my Charizard found out the hard way. I was just going to probably run through them when we were like level 100. That was kind of the plan. Nothing overcomplicated, but the only thing I really want to do today is make sure we get 1 shiny. I want this total to go up at least today. I still think you should be able to get Herba Mystica from these as well. That's my theory. Because I don't want to be doing the bot ones with this save. I want this save to be pretty clean. None of the add-ons that you can get to get easier items and stuff. I think I would prefer to stay cleaner, shall we say. We've already sort of said that we have a very, very questionable Darkrai on the team. Okay. Yeah, I think I could find a way to beat all of them. I'm not too worried about it. It's just I have I have ways of doing them. It's just I don't like the fire trial. I just think it's a bit boring. Then I got the steel one is easy for the trial. I hate it, but it's easy. And the fairy one's an easy trial, but I can't be bothered to build a dragon or a team for the dragon trainers at the moment. Because again, you've got to use what you catch in here, and they can't be from dens, and so can I be bothered at the moment? No. If I can get everything I need, I don't need to finish the story. That's pretty much where we are. Now we could even make it a point redemption, finish the story. That would be quite funny. Because a lot of this is, we're going to be doing something similar on Legends Arceus, where we're just working our way through the dexes, because you have to do it that way. There's no easy way of doing that. So yeah. I don't think, but I got it done, then destroyed him. Yeah, it's not so much difficult, it's just boring, the trial. Like, I'm not really, again, I've said this a lot, I don't understand the gym tests when there's no punishment for failing them. If that makes sense anymore. I think they've become a bit outdated. I don't mind it if it's you've got to beat 3 people and then you do the battle. That makes sense. But to roll an olive around a course is a bit pointless. That makes sense. And like make a perfect sandwich, it's a bit... yeah, it's just there. It doesn't really click for me. Oh, is this a Pokeball lottery? No! Well, at least we get double items, I guess. No, I just think sometimes The thing is, they're a bit too simplistic. And because they're simplistic, it's sort of like, well, what's the point? That's not really enough to benefit me from doing it. Like, it's a bit like the Larry one, like, you've got to get his dinner correct, but you have to battle everyone to find out what he has if you don't look on the internet. And it's the same with Crispin. Yeah, definitely. Like the snow one, like Grocer, it's a lovely little course, but what is the point of that course? Like, there's nothing that makes it difficult to get down the hill. You can miss every single loop, and you're going to get there. So what really do you achieve by doing it? The same, like the happy face or the gym trial, I don't know what it's called, exercise one for the sidekick gym. What's the point in that? At least Ionis is a little bit of fun. It's like an I Spy before a battle. The rock one, the ghost one, the rock concert one, that's kind of fun because it's battles. It embraces how to do double battles. I think that's quite a good one. The same with the water one. It's not really a trial, it's a job, which again isn't as bad because it's an errand, and I kind of like that. Like, you have to help the gym leader get something they want, but then when you do the bidding thing, you can't lose. So that side of it's a bit silly, but just going to find him, that's simple enough. I accept that. The grass one is find what the sunflower is, and on the Switch one, it pretty much blows up the console. So can we get a Pokeball lottery? Shall we do a poll if we get one? That will we get a fancy ball? A prediction. Hide and seek, as in what with the Breloom? Not the Breloom, the Sunflora. I really am running a bit low on this. Oh no, I don't. I got loads. I think the way it's taking a few of them, it makes me think that I'm missing them. We have a wild Aracuda, but it's not an event spawn today. I'm guessing the event finished? I'm not really up to date with what's going on. I'm just throwing the balls and seeing if I catch stuff now, so I can catch up and have more than Mr. Belgium. I know I'm about, what is it, 500 behind? But we'll get there. We will. But yeah, if you are around tomorrow, you should try to check out some of Robin's 12-hour stream. He's going to be putting a lot of Pokeball lottery. Looking to do a mixture of games, so hopefully there'll be something for everyone. There is planned for hide and seek, maybe some DAs. Also, he wants to do a chicken game, but I don't know. Nobody else wants to do it, and I think it's meant to be better 2 players. But yeah, it'll be good if everyone can go and support him, because he has been working very hard to get to where he has. It's his 250 follower celebration. Give me the Pokeball lottery. I should check whether I've done enough to upgrade it. I don't know if she still tells me. We managed to catch the Aracuda. Congratulations. You're at 154. Well, we laughed yesterday when we looked at mine, didn't we? We are on 57. Hello, Miss Jeep. How are you? Are you ready for a painting session today? Or should I brush my afro a bit more? Yeah, okay. At least half the people in the Discord know who Bob Ross is. The other lot don't. But we're gambling at the moment. It's right before the event. I think you're ahead of me. What, for the community game? Can I make it better yet? Okay, not yet. No. Okay. We'll keep gambling. No, we'll gamble. Well, what if we clicked on gamble? Go. Yes. Go. What's happened? No. Yes. I need to put... Oh no, don't use the gimme all coins. Fine. Let's try that again. I seem to have broken something then. Definitely pressed the wrong button. It's funny because one of the people I probably grew up watching, have I actually run out of items to use? Wow. I don't have enough items. I can't do anymore. Yeah, one of the most famous people in the UK was like an animal lover / artist that I used to watch a lot when I was younger too. But let's say he got a bit disgraced, put in jail, and I think he died. Yeah, it was quite a childhood traumatic ruined moment when you saw what he did. Or learnt what he did. I should need to do some more auto battling then. Because for some reason he became quite popular in this country like about 5 to 10 years ago. I'm not quite sure why. Like, he just seemed to pop up on one of the channels and was used all the time. Right, which jump bluff shall we get? The nearest one? Oh no, artist as in painter. Fully known as just someone who painted. But he used to do a lot of animal charity sort of shows. Right. And he wasn't actually English, he was Australian. I hope that narrows it down. Because I don't really want to say his name. Now, where have you gone? Oh, it's flying, is it? We'll try a great ball then. Yes, that's the one. What am I meant to be doing here? Oh, it's using bounce. I wondered what move it was actually using. Apart from hurting me a lot. Yes, pretty much grew up watching him do like wild charity sort of shows where it was looking after animals and following the RSPCA and stuff. And he always used to say, "Can you tell what it is yet?" It makes it sound even creepier now you know what he was doing. Allegedly doing. Well, I got found guilty, so it's not allegedly. Unlike Mr. Ross, who was considered very innocent, I believe. He's a bit like, what's the other national treasure of America? Who was the guy that did Mr. Rogers, isn't it? The guy who used to do the talk shows. That everybody loved, and he used to deal with social things while everyone else just ignored them. Is it Mr. Rogers? Yes, there's quite a few people like that. The BBC had a habit of covering up indiscretions, shall we say. Okay, that sounds like a nice internet conspiracy, to be honest. But I can't remember his name. Tom Hanks played him in the movie. But it is a bit older than us, let's say it that way. But he used to deal with social stuff much before anyone else did. Like from what I remember, from what they showed, he was doing a lot of the stuff that sort of tackled how racism was treated in the US before many people would consider it a discussion piece, shall we say. I think it's like won't you be in my neighbourhood or something like that, or I can't remember. It was a long time ago, but it was fun. It was a very interesting film. But Tom Hanks, I believe, may have won an award for it. I might be wrong with that. I know there was a ridiculous run of Tom Hanks's films where he had... Everyone considers him a great, and I'm not saying he's not a great, before anyone jumps on that bandwagon. But they always consider him a great, and he hadn't done like an Oscar-winning movie in a long time. Wait, 46? 47, 48. Wait, that should be... No, that's 50. 49. Me doing math here. Something's gone really wrong. Or is this is the middle Evo, that's why. Getting confused with these silly flower Pokemon. Oh no, too many things. It is one of those where the spawns are actually starting to get annoying. Oh no, another flower. Bye bye flower. Oh, why are you silly little flowers a thing? Oh dear. And so invisible. So invisible. Yes, we'll fly away. We want the Talonflame because we know it spawns down here. Yeah, so there was like a stint between, like there was like a stupid fact that like Tom Hanks won 2 Oscars back to back for Philadelphia than Forrest Gump, and then he got nominated for, I believe, Castaway, and then he never got nominated again until this other movie, which I can't remember the name of already. Where have you gone, Talonflame? I've just seen you. Won't you be my neighbour or something like that? A beautiful place in the neighbourhood, I think it's called. I think that's the one. Can I get this Talonflame to come down and land, please? I want you, Talonflame. Come down here. There we go. And that was like the gap they had was like nearly 20 years between Oscar nominations. And when you look at the films that came out in those 20 odd years, you could never imagine it not being a nomination for him. Like, and then you start looking back and you go, it wasn't as good as I remember. So it's a very, very strange little career. But we all know the Oscars are completely rigged, because I watched Anora and it was dreadful, and it won Best Picture this year. I don't even know what happened. It was a lot of people screaming and shouting, and I don't know why. It just gave me a headache. And I liked the Florida Project, so I can't be having a dig at the director. Like, Florida Project was fantastic. So yeah, that's my crazed theory with them all. So yeah, you still asleep? We'll go for another full swipe. Why not? Put that there. Will we get a shiny today? That is going to be the question. We may... No. We're going to try and catch this now, because it's annoying me. It was strange that we never ended up using Talonflame on my main team, though. It was probably one of the plans. No, I was going to use Talonflame, because I do like Talonflame. It's one of my favourite Pokemon. even though it's got an incredibly bad weakness. Now we can go and go Pormy and Pormot. There's a Pormot. See, whenever I used to see these, I thought they were shiny. No. Okay, we'll try and get a Corvuscular then. Because when they're off, it just looks like they're different, so I thought, oh, that's what the shiny looks like. I know now, but because we did actually get all of the Area Zero Violet shinies in our shiny sandwich challenge. We spent ages on that challenge, and we ended up targeting all of them, which was really good. We did get the one that was the hardest was actually what was the hardest? The hardest one was Iron Moth, because it's very difficult to see what an Iron Moth looks like compared to the others. So yeah, we want the Pormy evolutions, which they're not too bad to get down here. I'm not even sure what goes there. What goes there? Oh no. My knowledge is not good for this game. I do want to actually heal now that I can get away. I don't want to waste a full restore when I've probably got 1,000 burn heals. So this is the thing, like, normally, because my other save is so saturated with items, I don't really do any like item management. And because I don't do item management, yeah, we're a bit lazy with how you should be sort of managing those situations that we find ourselves in. Are these only... we want this one. We want the little teddy bear. Get a little teddy bear. Even though it's not a teddy bear, apparently it's a rat. Or a rodent. I did not expect to catch that in a quick ball. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that would be harder to catch. Oh, it's a mouse. There we go, it's a mouse. Oh no, that wasn't the evolution. Can I not catch the evolution in the wild? Is this a thing that I'm not aware of and I have to take this stupid thing for a walk? I thought I could catch the full Evo. If I'm honest. I really did think I could catch the full evolution of that in the wild. Oh, we have an event Bruxish, if anyone wants an event Bruxish. It is time to throw those Ultra Balls. We better not just suggest throwing balls, because that's dangerous. What else? Is the full Evo available in the wild? Or am I imagining things here? I thought they did spawn like that because it was available, but we'll try and catch another one, and then we'll take it for a walk. I guess. Oh, I guess. I should really go and get that sandwich thing. There's an area up here that I've probably never been to in all of my time on this game. I have noticed some stranger spawns in Area Zero since the DLC's come out. Like, as always seems to be on my main save a random one-off Hypno. I don't know why, just one that appears. Oh, no, not you. We wanted the Pormo. We've already got one of you, so we don't need another giraffe. And they've all run away. Come back here. I want you. We'll do the walking thing with it then. It's not too difficult, let's be honest. Oh, I got a gift. Now how do I use the gift? No, that's the next question. Do I just press Pokegift? Does that how it works? In the chat and everyone gets on? Or get something if they play the game? Okay. Oh, I need at least 5 active people, and we've got 2, I think. I'll have to save it for another chat, probably. Never mind. At least we've got it. What is that? Oh, that's a giraffe. Okay. So my routine for doing... Oh, there's a Happini outbreak. Doesn't Happini evolve with friendship? Or is that my imagination? I don't know. Or is it a stone evo? Or yeah. Maybe I'm making it up. So you're going to come and be my friend for a while. And we're going to go for a little run around here. Where have you gone? Probably easier to run backwards, isn't it? Come on, poor Mim. Because I'm going to have to walk, aren't I? Because it's a slow little thing. Okay. But it will help with the life dew quest that I was after. I guess. Talonflame might have heat in its dex entry, actually. Shall we check that? No, it's not shiny. Why am I worrying about what Talonflame? Because I caught a Talonflame. I think it's like 3 laps of this is enough to evolve it, isn't it? Come on, you stupid little mouse. Who thought this would be a fun way to evolve a Pokemon? Whoever it is should not be working there, and I think should take full responsibility for BDSP. That's what I think. It's completely their fault. Whoever thought walking... It wouldn't be so bad if the thing didn't despawn if you walked at a too fast a pace. Yes, well, even if it doesn't, I can evolve it. That's the thing. It's not... I don't have to catch it in the form I redeem it in. It's just got to be something that can learn life dew, pretty much. So I can easily evolve it. It's a bit annoying though, because I would rather put a normal sandwich on and go and get Chansey, because it'll be easier to do. So yeah, no worries. I'm just walking around in circles like a madman, really, because this is what this game does to you. Come on, you silly little mouse, keep up. Stop stopping. I don't have many rare candies for you, and I don't want to deal with all of the hassle that takes to evolve you. Let's go, come on, come on. Okay. Do I think that's enough steps? Oh no, I've got stuff. Do I think that's enough? I feel like it should be, right? He's only got little legs. I've got 3 rare catties. So you can have 1. It was enough, good. So 2 laps of that was definitely enough. And the thing I need to go and do is actually... what to say? Get an Academy special while we're doing this, because even though it's only a 1 boost on shinies, it could be worth it. Oh, it's Houndour and Houndoom. Okay. I think I had the same problem on my very, very first playthrough of this game too, where I were missing Houndour and Houndoom for ages because I didn't know where to get them. It's just one of those things in this game. Right, where is the Academy? Let's try this again. Let's get some num-nums and run off to run around, basically. So we're going to get Houndour and Houndoom. That'll be the plan. But on other relatively good positive news, we are going to be getting our second payout in the next month, which is ridiculous to think. I know they're not big payouts, but it's... I never really thought I could ever make any sort of money doing this sort of thing. But the fact that we've managed to get 2 in, what, the equivalent of 3 months. Well, I think the last one was actually in for April. So in 2 months we've made enough. So that's very, very good. Like, it's not going to be enough to do much with, but it's just the work and the time put into it. And it's thanks to everybody who comes along and watches, all the lurkers, and the people chatting away. Everybody's important for this. So yes, it is a W show. So we're going to have to save some of this money for some other stuff to do in the future, though. That's the one thing. Because we haven't really touched the Pokemon cards, I don't need to get more yet. But yeah. And it could be to put towards getting that better screen. It could be technically playing off ZA. Because we bought the special version of it, because why not? We're mad. So it could also be used to technically pay for that, which is always nice. We've got to go in this cave. This is the easiest Houndour. Not the Houndooms. They're not in here. But we might as well go and get one while we're here. Okay, that was not a very good throw. Okay, we just run into it instead. So yeah. I've had this really annoying thing where I seem to have got a bug bite on my forearm and I keep scratching it on the side of my body by accident, not on purpose. It's pretty annoying me now. But as we said, we're having tomorrow off because, well, we've got a birthday to go to, so that'll be fun. Haven't seen the drinking crew for a long time. Won't be drinking much, but haven't seen them in a long time. I know they are itchy, and it's more itchy because I keep bashing it on my side. Not so much trying to itch it. It's just when you walk, your arm just naturally touches your side, and that's what keeps happening. And that's where I'm rubbing it more than I should. So yeah, hopefully that will go down. But I'll probably just keep hitting it and getting annoyed. I'm not gonna... There's a Houndoom here, isn't there, actually? Oh no. Normally? Around here? I think. Yeah, there it is. We'll catch this one, I guess. Shouldn't be too difficult. Thank you, yes. I do hope... Like, it is always good to see the guys, like... I haven't seen most of the people I used to go... Well, I go out and went on the stag do's and everything since mid-April, mid to late April. Basically because everybody's got things they do and the weekends don't add up. Or, you know, the last time I think there was a day out was the weekend release of the Switch 2. And I had already planned to do quite a lot for that weekend on Switch 2 stuff, so... Didn't really... Wait, why is this only level 28? Why isn't this one level scaled up? Is this a bug? This must be a bug, right? Gonna have to check this now on the other save. So everything else here has level scaled, right? Yeah, because we were bumping into like level 60s and stuff. I think. Let's have a look. We got this thing right behind me. Yeah, so this is all level scaled up, but the rest haven't. That's very strange. Next is Gumshoe, which is just over here somewhere. So we're going to do that one. It's just the static one that didn't do it though. It's not like it's the whole lot. If it was the whole lot, then I could understand. But it's just the one static that hadn't. That's what's a bit more confusing. That's why this game is a bit more frustrating for if you want to shiny hunt with the shiny charm. You need to get into Area 0. We want you. Yes, it was an easy catch. Next time we go there, it will be full level. You watch. So, this Living Dex thing is going pretty well. I am quite surprised. I know it's only one page. But I am travelling around the map a bit. I'm not doing as much as I probably should. But yeah, we'll get around. What's next? Greedent. I'm pretty sure Greedent's easy to find, isn't it? Yeah, Greedent finishes this box off. We ignore the starters because we're doing them a bit later. I'm pretty sure Greedent spawned in here. Tag tree thicket. Yes, they are. That's why I try not to use them anymore in for shinies. Did we get many treasures? Let's see how much we can stock up. House. Wait, where have you gone? Where have it all? Rare bones, comet shards, 13 of them, 30 of them. That's a good $250,000. Nice. What have we got in here? We'll keep the bottle caps. We'll keep the terror shards for now. But we will start getting rid of fairy feather. Well, that's going. I don't know. We need to get back into the other mode. We'll keep these just, but you know, we don't need to. We can buy all these. As we said, we're not ever going to do proper battling. So we might as well just get rid of all of this. Wait, hold on. What are we on? Where are we going? We keep this stuff. Because we will probably do a bit. Like, we're not going to change the nature. We'll keep stones for now. And we'll keep the teapot. We can get all of these again. We'll definitely keep the prison. No, we'll keep the sweets. King, we've only got one, so we'll keep that. Just in case. Like, amulet coin. Actually, we might keep that for that one battle. And we don't need lucky eggs, metal coats, this, soft sand, hard stone, black, glasses, black, belt, mystic water. Well, there's a lot of crap you get, isn't there? Okay. And that's another 100,000. We are rolling in the money now. Let's see, what can we buy? Shall we start with luxury balls? No, we can't get max. No, we're nowhere near max. We're not even near max quick balls, but we'll get another couple of 150 of them. And we'll get 100 luxury balls, so we can start our shinies. We have a Toxel in the chat. It's not an event spawn, but it's there if people want it. We will try ourselves, because why not? Right, so that's us broke again. But we need to do more let's go mechanics. Really. Like, it's very strange that because I've done so much in the past, I haven't really ever considered doing it in the main game. That's the strange thing about it, really. There was a Kumala. Yeah, we say we'll go for some of the more difficult things a bit later. Pretty sure that has like a white eye, the impediment. What have we got? We know what that looks like, shiny. What have we got? I'm pretty sure Greedent appears in here somewhere. Because Impotent was actually one of the shinies we got in our quests. There we are, Greedent. You're not shiny, never mind. I know you're not a Greedent. I hate you so much. But we need you for the living decks, I guess. So we'll try and catch you. We both caught the Toxel. It may be a daytime one. I don't know. I've pretty much only got into the very beginning bit, so it could be anywhere really. But I am thinking to get rid of my Zerok, but I'm not completely sure. What number did we say? 228. That might be right, actually. It might be. We'll worry about it when we get back to it. I know I could start just throwing balls at everything, but let's be honest, we want to try and do this in order. It does add 2 The idea of not having to constantly search. This is another one. Then we know it's probably a daytime spawn. Yes. I hate you so much. We're going to go to Kitakami. Because I know they spawn in Kitakami. They spawn in this area in Kitakami. So we'll go there. And they'll be like level 60. Even if I just find a Squovert, I can catch that. But it would be nice if we could find some form of shiny today. Just one. I'm not going to be greedy. It's quite funny because I made little shorts of our shinies, and they've done pretty well on YouTube for me with like my 20 subscribers, with like over 1,000 views each, which is a bit weird to think. Like, I've done the short ones before, and they've not really ever done very well. But for some reason, these three just sort of did really well. So yeah, it was good. Because I do a lot more scheduling around, so it's not all of them in one go, it's one a day, around the same time of the day. Oh, this is hard to see shiny. Let's see if that's shiny. Ogre Austin, we've unlocked a new spot. That's a new fast travel point. This is one of the worst areas in the Switch 1 version of this game. Yeah. Definitely, it's so laggy normally. I already thought Greedent spawned here. It used to. Mankey? Don't want no Mankeys. We want Greedent. Buchienas! We were doing that dex for a while, weren't we? But it's a nice reward, but it's not really worth it. Like, we could try and catch the Gardevoir, I guess, but they are quite high level. I guess we could go and look in the forest for a Greedent. Sounds like a place they would be, right? In a forest? The trees? The amount of times you end up with like a wild Annihilate over here is crazy as well. Seedots? Growlithe? But not what we need. Right, there is a Stantler. Charge a bug. Don't run towards me, Stantler. There's a Greedent. That's a Greedent. That's what we're looking for. That can't transform. Zeraora is not in this map. But this is level 72. That's a very high level Greedent. And it's not going to stay in the ball. I knew it wouldn't. And so we'll go again. Send it to Sleepy Boys. Go. Sleep, 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 sleep. And then we start punching it, I guess. I think it can survive a Giga Drain. With ease. With ease. I just thought I'd get some health back, to be honest. Probably not what I need to do, but whatever. I don't want to risk Mach Punch because it could knock it out. That was a crit. This thing is a bulky fella. Bullet Seed on a grass type. Thanks for wasting my day. So my shiny plans have really not happened because, yeah, we haven't even hunted any of them yet. And we'll just do another spore then. So let's throw an Ultra Ball, I guess. We bought them thinking they would be helpful. We went hard on these, so Ultra Ball, 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Easy win, easy. Right, we're on the next page at least, so that was the goal. We finished one page. We are, oh, we go Toad Scroll. They're actually here as well. No, it's not. That's the wrong dex. We need a Sunflora. I wonder where we can get one of these. Oh dear. Sunflora, Sunflora. I hate you, Sunflora. Can you get wild Sunfloras? Yes, you can. Up here. I remember. Because I always run into them. I remember. Let's roll down the hill. Check the weasel go. How many weasels there are? What about hoppips? No, no. I always find it weird that when there's like a free evolution, you only seem to see the full evo and the completely unevolved, not many of the middle. It's just something I noticed quite a lot. It's like, don't quite get these hordes. Right, Sunflora does appear down here sometimes. I've definitely seen it and run into it. But like most of the stuff on this little route, it's pretty invisible. So there you are, Sunflora. Gotcha. But not a shiny one, sadly. Not a shiny. Because we're not doing the knockouts, we're not going to get the items. I guess the almost cheap way to do things is to actually go and do deli birds. Like put a flying sandwich in and fly around the ice. That's good. Do you want to share the news or not? Hopefully it's good all around. So that's there. What is this? What is number 32? Into the Pokedex we go, it is. Cricketot. Cricketot and Cricketoon. Must have them in the blueberry, not the other area. These spawn actually in the forest area. Nice. Well, good luck with the interview. Hopefully it goes well. Is that just in a shop or on the phone sort of stuff for it? As in trying to sell the products or explain to someone why it doesn't work. Fair enough. Well, good luck with that. I'm sure you will handle it very well. Right. I know Cricketoon and Cricketot spawn in here because it's very difficult to get anything else to spawn when you want to do bugs like low kicks. You end up with Heracross as well. Yeah, but 20 hours is a start, and you never know. If things go well, they could move it up. Like, a lot of these jobs say 20 hours, and they kind of mean a minimum of 20 hours. But then some weeks it will only be 20 hours, and the next week it could be 30 to 40. It kind of depends what the staff numbers turn up like, or holiday cover and stuff like that, isn't it? It's a smarter way of doing business, because I used to say this all the time. Like, whenever we tried to replace people, we would have to then recruit a full-time person, and the full-time person then would want weeks off and stuff like that. And suddenly, you end up with actually less staff, because they've got the weeks already booked off that everyone else needs off, instead of getting 2 people that could work 20 hours, and then you can bump them up to 40 when you need someone extra. It's just one of those. Yeah, that's what most shops are going to be, though. But if you speak to a certain Prime Minister, minimum wage is enough to survive on. I guess. That's where I think they get a bit delusional, and that's not just one side, that's both sides. They think that they understand the working class when if you can't get a full-time job, you won't really be able to afford much. Yeah, that's the other thing you can also double check. You would be, if you're on certain benefits, if you go over, like, this is, I know this from my own experience with someone else. Like, though I used to work with someone who was a single mother, and if she went over, I think it was like 20 or hours, she wouldn't receive any benefits that week. But if she did 1 hour over, that 1 hour wasn't enough to cover the benefits, which is the crazy thing. So yeah, that was something I knew. Like, I think that's kind of what they want to address with this thing that they keep talking about, the benefit bills. It's not so much that they don't want people on benefits. It's like if somebody manages to go and find a full-time job, they don't want them claiming the benefits or something like that. But then because a lot of these questionable businesses out there work under the operation of do what you want, we won't pay someone full-time, we pay them this. It's very hard for someone not to then need the benefits to round up the rest of a full-time wage. It's a very, very complicated thing. And I think a lot of it is people get very misunderstood what they're trying to do. It's very, very complicated. But I think that's the problem. They're not very good at explaining themselves. Okay, so that is these two. And they went straight in the right place. So I think I can get a spupa in the first area, if I'm not mistaken. I think we can get it around here rather than the very first area. Let me just double check the min wage. I think it's like 13. For the 20 hours, you should still be able to receive some of what you get, because it's not, as you said before, some of it is for illnesses rather than just... That's a shiny, isn't it? Is that a shiny? That's a shiny spupa. No, not scatterbug even. Lovely. We got a shiny. And let's throw a luxury ball at this little fella. I think this is turning into a bug-only shiny hunt. But number 6 is Scatterbug. Lovely. Phew. I didn't think we would get one today. Okay, we will nickname it in a minute. Anybody want to nickname it after a country? Let me know. And we have an event spawn. We have an event Murkrow. Let's just make a note of that so I can make a clip a bit later. Yes, so anybody want to pick a country for our Spupa to be named? Oh no, Scatterbug to be named after. This is going to be one of the hardest ones to do, purely because of... what's the reasoning? Because I want to get all of the variants. And it's good to have it just as the backup, though. Like, the thing is, the idea is to give you enough to help you move forward, rather than you've got enough, you can cope. Because at the end of the day, they would rather you working hard and getting your own flat rather than just a bed sit. We will go with Hong Kong. We actually need to take a photo with it, don't we? That is the plan with this, to always take a photo where we catch things. Can we get a good pose? What's a good pose? Can you please move? Camera. Camera is that one. There we go. We have the photo. It's not the best, but it'll do. Let's see if we can just move back a little bit further. Just stay there this time, please. I wish you could get like proper photos, but never mind. That'll do. That'll do. So that is true. I'll look for a second job too. Because as you said, like, if you do find yourself with a good reputation in the first job, they may just start offering more hours. That's the other thing you can look at. They might just go, well, actually, we need you for 30, and then suddenly that's another big chunk of what you're looking for. Which is good, which is what has been the long-term goal, isn't it, really? It's just waiting for them to give you the chance in the first place. I really do need to update the overlay, don't I? Put a 6. We were not going to... do I have the picture for this? I do, I think. I do. Right. Settings. Make this a 6. And then put this up here, because this is annoying me. A image. Select an image. Actually, I don't think I have this one. I'll have to have a look. No, we've only got Paldea, I think. I think I've only got Paldea. It's a bit annoying. I really should, like, where I get all my sprite resources from, they're all over the place with what's good and bad. No, I don't like using those ones. They're a bit naff for my liking. Is this only... Yeah, this is only the new stuff. That's annoying. And it's not in this game. Yeah, so it's not going to be in that one. I do have Gen 6. What do they look like? Do they look good? Not really. No, I don't really. Well, no, I don't like them. We'll have to get a sprite after stream, but we can add this up to 6. At least. Yeah, I was just saying that the thing is, as soon as you start there and you start working, and if they see like a good work ethic, they'll start offering more hours. Because you have to remember, people will want time off. The thing is, they kind of like to run with the least number of people in the building, and if they start seeing foot traffic go up, they will start increasing the hours very quickly for you. It's just they don't want to commit to someone. Like, as I said, like, one of the hardest things with a business is starting hiring people for 40 hours and then them quit after 2 weeks because it's too hard or not what they want to do, and then you have to do it again. And I think that the cycle gets to people at times. So yeah, that's what I think. That's why I think you'll be good if you just stick it out for a few weeks and a few months, don't take any time off for such, and then suddenly they'll see that you are there and want to be there and helping the customers and everything. I think the most difficult thing about working in a shop, phone shop, is not actually the job, it's the fact that you're not actually doing what you would imagine you're doing. From my own experience, whenever I go to one of these shops, I want some help with my contract or something, and they go, you have to do that online. And it's like, what? The point of me coming here is to get an answer. I would like to speak to you. I've got a contract with you. I would like it renewed or changed. It's a bit like how my current phone contract actually expires at the end of the month. No, the middle of next month. And they tell me I can't change it until the day it expires. And they offer the same thing for over half the price. And that's what I want. I just want to know if they can put it to the next level down. I don't want to keep spending. I don't have like a fancy contract, but I don't want to keep spending £25 a month when you're offering the same contract for 10. We'll use 2 of these. I think that should be enough, right? Then you'll evolve. Yeah, that should be fine. A lot of these businesses now actually go out their way to make sure you have your birthday off too. I was laughing looking at one of the betting shops, and they put like a job up, and they go, "Oh, you will need to be able to work every weekend, every evening, every holiday. If you can't do that, we're not interested in you." It's like, okay, that's not really how flexible works, but that's the thing that I hate with the wording they put. They use the word flexible, and then they're saying you have to be able to drop everything and work whenever we need you. It's not really how it's meant to work. I think there's a static Vesper Queen in here somewhere. I'm going to come here for the Cricketops, but I would have got a Cricketoon. As I get going through their system, I'll keep up with researching, listening out for new contracts that could... Yeah, that's the thing. A lot like the one I'm on offers a good contract if you're an existing customer, but they won't let me cancel. Well, not cancel. I don't want to cancel it. I just want to roll on to the next one when it finishes. That's all I want to do. And if they turn around and try and charge me twice, then I will be kicking off. Because I have spoken to them twice and they said come back the day it expires. And then they're like, well, you're adding a new line. It's like, no, I want to stop that one and start this one. But they won't let me talk to a human. So the texting person doesn't really seem to understand what I'm saying. And yeah, that's my frustration with the system. It's like, what's the point in putting it up there? It's like, oh, because it's not an upgrade, because it's actually the same as what I've got, but you're offering it to people for £10 instead of 22. But I get that I can't get it now because I've already agreed to the 12 to 20 month contract at that price. So when it expires, I expect to be able to get the right one. That's the way I look at it. But then, as we said, there's a lot of con stuff out there. Insurance is the biggest con. Don't get me started on insurance. But yeah. But I say good luck, and hopefully you'll be getting the job you're looking for that will help with the problems that are due to happen sooner. And might give you some more time to put everything together. They sort of do, but I don't want an upgrade. I just want my same phone with the same thing, but at the lower price contract that they offer. If that makes sense. Because that, as I say, is classed as an existing customer offer, but they won't let me change it till the contract's up, which is what frustrates me a lot. Core Esquire, I think, spawns around here. I have been asking, and that's what they keep saying. That's the thing, like, and that's why I said I'll be kicking off if they turn around and say that it's not going to be that. That is a skip bloom, okay. I saw a yellow one and thought it. Oh, no, that's a Rookity. Don't want the Rookity. Because I asked like a couple of months before. Then I asked while I was in the last month, and I said, can I just start this new one when this one expires? And they just sort of said no. Or they said in time, if that makes sense. When it's easier to do it just before the other one expires, so I might do it a day or two before. Get it done, even if it means I pay £10 and the date moves forward a couple of days. At the end of the day, I'd rather pay lose 2 days on my other one and not get charged twice for the... Yeah, you know what I mean. If I don't phone them, I will end up with the same amount. It will just keep rolling. That's why. That's what the problem is. I don't want to keep paying the same price. I don't see the point in paying the same price. That's more what it is. because otherwise that's usually what happens. The contracts just carry on rolling until you try to change it. So I'd rather me change it, because at the end of the day they're only interested in getting me to either get a brand new phone or an upgraded deal. That's kind of what it would be. It would be cancelling it and starting the new one at the other price, but I would still have to pay for the rest of the current contract, whatever happens, because you've agreed the X amount of months. That's the problem. When you've agreed X amount of months, that's what you got to pay for. Chance. We have a wild SB on that might be worth trying to catch. But no. Oh, no. Pour me. It's more that their website's trash. I go on there and it says nothing works. And then you phone them and it's like nothing works. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. Wait to the end of the contract, which is about mid next month, and phone them up in the middle, get it cancelled. But if I cancel it, I won't be an existing customer, if that makes sense. So they might try and play that shenanigan card on me. And we know how dodgy most of these businesses are. Chancy. It isn't actually Vodafone, so don't worry. It's another one of the brand. But... oh, I thought you would have stayed in there, Chancy. No, they send you phone them and then they send you a text to take you to a web app on your phone, which I would rather just do that conversation. I didn't know Chansey had a recoil move. Good job it wasn't shiny. Yeah, it takes you to like a web conversation, and it's a bit of a pain to go through it all, because I don't really like doing all of that stuff actually on my phone. I don't like surfing the internet on my phone. I prefer everything on a laptop so I can see everything, read everything properly. Hello the one, welcome in. There is also an event. No, non-event. It is a Clobberpuss if you're interested in PCG. But yeah, we've started doing this challenge a little bit more. We have caught a shiny today. An almighty shiny. A Scalabug. But still counts. We have to do all of them. How have things been? You're not sure how it actually works with cancelling the contract, but I'm sure that they should be able... yeah, they should. Or it's whether I can actually speak to a human. And a lot of them don't like you speaking to a human. And it's very, very frustrating trying to get through to a human. Like, I would be quite happy to phone them up right now and go, I would like to put my contract to this new contract on the 15th. And if you don't like... and that is what I want. That is what I need to do. And that's all I really want to do. I don't want to do anything else. Yeah, and they just sort of palm you off, like, get on with it, talk to our robot, and then they give you all of the basic, well, you can't do this, would you like this, do you want our Wi-Fi, do you want this? It's like, no, I've paid for my contract, I want my contract, and that is it. So yeah. Oh no, we've got attacked by something else. Now, can we get a second Chansey or a Blissey? Oh, the Sylveon followed us all the way up here. The thing is, a lot of the time they don't call you with real numbers either, so I'm one of those other people that I don't actually answer my phone unless I know who's phoning me. And it doesn't show you that it's that company, it just sort of shows you where it is, and there's no reason why anyone in that city is phoning me, because I don't know anyone there. And then a lot of it is all spam calls as well. Like the way I look to see who phones me is I go on who called me and then work my way through there. It's kind of funny how I deal with phone calls. Because at the end of the day, I just can't be bothered to deal with the spam calls. And if he's probably phoning on a mobile, or they are phoning on a mobile. See, one of my favourite ones was, I won't name which leading supermarket it was, but one of the leading supermarkets, they offered me an interview. I turned up and they were like, oh, we don't have you down for an interview. So they had to phone around their head office and realise that head office hadn't confirmed it. Then they turned around and said, oh, if we are going to offer you the job, which they didn't, you will need to go to another town that's about 3-hour drive away for a training thing. And it's like, dude, it's filling up shelves. I don't need to be trained how to fill up shelves. Didn't say that to them. I said yes, I would, fine. I don't know how I would have got that, but I would have probably had a breakdown because I get very stressed driving. But it's like, seriously, it's like, I could understand if I applied for like a manager role. But yeah, it was very comical just how bad that was. Oh, there's a Blissey. Can we get to the Blissey? Got it? Oh no, it saw us. You know, of all of the phone calls I get, I think I've only answered... I didn't even answer it because I missed it because I was on here. It's not so much needing training, it's like I don't understand why you need me to travel 3 hours to be trained. That's what I didn't get. What I didn't like. It's like, I'm okay, you're here, I'm in this building, that you make a big effort. Are you able to get here at early hours? It's like, yes. Okay. And it's like, that's more what the problem was. It's not so much whether I could get there, it's the like training. I get it, you're going to have to train on any job you do now because there's so many stupid regulations that you need to know, even the most basic of jobs. But I'm also at the stage where I know how to do all of the basics. I'd rather be taught something new than the basics, because that is it, I'm not going to put a smile on. I can't do those fake smiles that people have to put on in shops anymore. Yeah. It's meant to be sort of like an induction for a lot of new employees, so it's meant to be bringing you together, but because I would have got so stressed out driving, I would have sat there pissed off, not wanting to talk to anyone, and then I knew I would have to get back again, and I would have been really worked up and nervous and all that, so I wouldn't have actually done anything for the day, and should have sat there and not wanted to talk to anyone and complained. Because as I say, I just cannot cope with travelling in a driving. It just, because all the drivers out there are stupid and impatient and angry, and I just hate drivers in general. I'm a much calmer person. I believe we can get Maril along here and Azumarill, so this might be the best place to go. Yeah, we'll go this way. But do we get a second shiny today? I think part of it is I'm just a very particular person. Like, as I say, I like routine. Hence why we nearly always start at the same time. Yeah, I can do that. I can do routine with my eyes shut. I need routine to really function properly. If it's all over the place, I just can't cope, or changing every week. It's why I didn't really ever move from the old job, because it was so in order. So yeah. Yeah, the interview bit is slightly easier because you can just make up crap basically, which is kind of what I've done a few times. It's the thing is, it's very hard to put on that smile when somebody's shouting at you because you don't have baked beans in cell or something, or they're very spoiled with how their attitude is, and that's what retail's become. People are very entitled and think that all the staff members should be able to get everything done without needing to think about it too much. I think that's probably the best way to put it. Does marrow spawn in the lake? That is the question, or not? I feel like it does. But I could be wrong. Oh, there's goomies. Goomy. That's something we could look for, shiny. Back into the headlands. Dondozo. Better just walk a bit further away. It would be nice to get something that wasn't a bug type for this challenge. It would be kind of funky. But let's keep going. Let's just keep rolling around. I'm just seeing whether marrow doesn't spawn in there, to be honest. Oh, this they do. Don't mind jumping in now. But yeah, that's probably one of my main flaws. The routine, like, because like the old job I used to do, I would work like 5:30 till 1 or 2 o'clock, and then I could come home, review 2 movies, and then do a bit of a gaming session. And the routine was really comfortable. Because I did it for so long, it's like clockwork for me, like, hence the term routine. And so yeah, I could cope all day long doing that sort of thing. Right. And then we don't want you. Where is the Azumarill gone? Where did that go? Really swam away quickly, didn't it? I'm worried that Veluza's going to attack me. Oh, there it is. It's over there. It's probably why I'm so good at being organised with whatever I'm doing. Like, I can break a routine. It's just I struggle with the idea that today you're working 7 till 3, and the next day you're working 11 till 7 or something. It wouldn't really compute in my head. So I'm quite happily up at like 6:30, not a problem. I can never lie in because of the early hours I did for so long. That's why I can't really cope with working later evenings. It just doesn't work in my body. You could say it's a bit being awkward, being stubborn or whatever, but the problem is, because you've done it for so long, you've prepared yourself for it, and I've got friends who do certain jobs that involve an early start, and they're always up early, whatever day of the week it is now. And it's just automatic for them. Now I do know there, no, that's not what I want. I want you to evolve. There you are. Just had to turn the other way. Not shiny. Now, there's also part of me that always gets really worried because, like, you constantly see shops just click their fingers and suddenly they've closed like a ton of stores. Like, I know once when like Wilkinson's closed, they were advertising jobs the day they announced they were closing. It was silly because that's how little the people in the shops really knew was going on. Wait, I haven't got. Where's the masquerade? I must have got the normal one then. Must have got this in this area. There was one down here, right? Where did it go? See, wild annihilates. That's just crazy to think. Where did it go? It was there. Let's just keep on crawling along. We might see one more in the water. Whatever it is, there's two in fact. I've asked to be made sure I'm 6 ways 7 AM in the morning. I always find that's the best. I'd rather get the work out the way and then do what I want for the rest of the day rather than go and do something and then just be too tired to do the job. That's how I've always worked. Because that was kind of one of the beef, shall we say, issues when they got rid of me, is they had dropped that they wanted me to change a shift without any notice. Well, about a week's notice that they wanted me to change a shift when I already booked up to do stuff. Because it was my time off, I booked something up. And they expected me to be able to drop everything and go and do the hours they needed. And I was a bit frustrated that the idea that I was currently working Tuesday to Saturday, and starting at 7 o'clock, they suddenly dropped that they wanted me to work till 5 o'clock on a Friday. So that means, like, because of I do a lot of the work watching films at the cinema, I lost all of my cinema time because I couldn't go after work because I had to be back early in the morning, and I'd already booked like 3 or 4 weeks in advance. So I was like, well, what do you expect me to do? Because at the end of the day, you have to make sure you're doing some things you like. You can't just bend over backwards for these businesses because they'll just dump you when they get bored of you. I just need to check if someone is there to ask about reference. Got myself ready. Technically, they would have already done the reference side of it, I would have imagined. Like, they usually do the reference before they talk to you or offer you an interview. That's how I would imagine it should be done. Some places don't actually care about references, though. That's the strange thing. I laughed at the fact that some of the shops near me were looking for people to work in like the airport part of the shops, and you needed there is an event spawn in the chat if anybody wants it. It is a Trumbeak. Yeah, so they said you need 5 years guaranteed reference to work in a shop at an airport because of airport security. It just made me laugh. It's like, I'm coming to work a basic job in an airport that has about 5 flights leaving a day. And you expect someone to be able to have a reference that detailed. That's why I've sort of blagged on my reference that I'm like a head writer. Because technically I am the head writer of the review site, but yeah. The other day, if you don't blag, you don't get. This world is really out to screw over the little guy, so you've got to just make your own stories at the end of the day. I think floats will appear in here, don't they? But we should maybe look at doing those Swords of Ruin at some point. Shall we just catch this Drapey because it's annoying me? We caught the Trumbeak. Okay, we'll leave this for later. We'll do Drapey when we're doing all of them. Not a problem. Don't need to worry about it for now. As we said, we're doing them in order because it's a little bit easier to do them in order, so I don't have to keep moving things around. But I thought I'd seen Floatzel here. Is it in the lake? I don't think Floatzel's in this lake, is it? Probably should go and get another Academy special. Boost my shiny odds a tiny bit. You never know, we may get a second one. Oh, this time I come looking for them. They're all in there. Straight away. Of course they are. Well, hopefully they can. Like, it's weird that they like. I always feel like they would have asked for it already. Like most of the time, they ask for references when you fill out the application, if they need references. That is. Sometimes they don't care. Like, because at the end of the day, it's none of their business what you've done before, as long as it's not illegal. But like, what you would call an entry-level job. It's different if you were applying to be the manager of that shop. That's a different story. That would need a reference, but that is a normal Toxicroak. I just double check. Always check the frogs out, don't we? Gotta make sure. What else is down here? Yeah, that's understandable. I did not even know that Gastrodon was in this game. How did I not know this? I swear nobody uses one. Maybe we just catch a Weasel and evolve it. Why not? Won't take too long, will it? Lovely. Easy. We're flying through this, really. Mind you, it is like 2 hours in. Like, it feels like I've only been doing this for half an hour. Let's just evolve this one then. We'll try a medium candy. Okay, we need 2 more medium candies. There we go. That's evolved. Then I turn around and I see a Floatzel. That'll sum it up really, won't it? Yes. I feel like I may ask the PR people for a reference. It's a weird thing to ask, but they may be my best options. So what is next after Clodsire? Let's have a look. We must have got the next reward or 2 here, right? Some more candies, some more quick balls, that's nice. And nearly the Dawnstone, okay. What is this? That is the question. And actually, wait. What have we missed? We've missed something. Because we've got... Have we not got Wooper? Maybe that's what it is. It's Wooper. And I don't have Wooper. So I have Wooper. Then it's Psyduck and Golduck. No. Yes, no. What have I done wrong here? Psyduck, Golduck. Then I don't know what these 2 are. We'll go and get those 2 quickly, because they're not too difficult to catch. We know we've already done them for the Dex, but if we're building a living one, we might as well. Actually, we'll go and get the sandwich thing again, because it would be nice to get another shiny. Let's be honest. This way, please. But yeah, we've done pretty well, I think. Like, this is pretty much how we're going to do most of our shiny hunting, if we're honest. Slowly but surely. Let's see. I do need to top up the old water though, because, well, it is hot again, to say the least. So now we have Sparkling Power 1. We could do eggs, I guess, but I don't know. We have a normal Ditto, so we're not going to get the shiny, but I guess it would be good. We got Skeleturge, didn't we? So I think we got Skeleturge, didn't we? Did we do Skeleturge to the top, or did we leave it at Crocodile? Actually, No, we didn't actually do that one. Okay. It's your favourite water rock type line after Golduck. So Choodle. At least it's easy to find Choodle. Not Barbarical then. Right, Sai. I think Psyduck's... I haven't unlocked that one. That's like back here then, I guess. I think we can get Psyducks up here too. It's mainly because we probably didn't catch a Choodle in this run. We weren't really doing what we should be doing. So what do we have? We have the Golduck. We'll just catch one while we're here. Why not? Doesn't really matter which order we get them all in. Golduck, one and done. Because we've already got one. No, okay, pain in the arse. I hate it when they don't just stay in the bowl. Go on, Breloom, that's why you're here, to do the catching. See, back in the day when I was trying my best to build a shiny dex in this, or just the general one, I used to just throw quick balls at everything. It was a bit naive looking back at it now. You woke up already? That's not very nice. Retro pump. I should be fine with that. Yes, now sir, please stay in the ball. We're going to put it to sleep, don't we? 2 hits, of course you hit Hydro Bump twice in a row. This non-accuracy move. Yeah, this is not fair on us. We're getting taken out by a lonely little Psyduck that doesn't seem to know what it's doing. But yeah, we'll get there. We will. We could try a repeat ball, but we went a bit over the top with the ultras, so let's go and get this way. And now we'll go with Whoop. Probably should have gone. For this I'm using quick balls. Not a problem. I have no issue with this because I'm never going to use any of these Pokemon again. And there was a stage where I fully went and did a lot of committing to try and get the colour types the same. That made sense. Try and colour code all of my shinies, but I got a bit bored of that. I think I had like Charmanders in like friend balls and stuff. But I just ended up leaning towards, let's just give them all luxury balls. What is with all the Bergmites? Well, there's the Choodle and the Dreadnought. Well, because at the end of the day, I kind of wish that there was a way to have a proper storage system for items again, where you could just put them away instead of selling them. So if I wanted to go and do something with timer balls, I could. Do we catch the Dreadnought too? Hopefully this just stays in the bowl. I only used Spore because it's a guaranteed hit with Breloom, so it's just a little bit easier for my end of things. Right, I know a lot of people used Glade and Smeagol in the past. So yeah, that's kind of why we do it this way. So we will go and catch a Psyduck. Like, we know we've got one. Like, you know what, we may just go back to the easy area. Because there's one at the bridge here. Oh, Choodle was an outbreak. I could have gone and had a little Choodle hunt. Actually, Scatterbug has broken the streak of Gen 4 Pokemon only. So far, all of the shinies we had were Gen 4 exclusives. But now, we have finally got a different generation off the mark. So, let's go, Psyduck. We can leave them in the order they're in pretty sure Jigglypuff is just outside of the next city. And where you face Katie. So that is fine, we'll go there. I would like to have a go at that Tudor one, you know. But no, we'll go this. I should do, well actually we've got a shiny, so I don't really need to do too much. Pretty sure the Jigglypuff spawn around here somewhere. Let's see. This is the perfect example of how not to shiny hunt. You go very slowly and you don't get many encounters. Why are you phasing? Okay. Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff. We'll probably try and catch 2 of these because I don't think you can get wild Wigglytuff, and if you do, they're going to be hard to catch, so we've probably got a Moonstone somewhere. And there's plenty of Jigglies around here. And this will go straight where it needs to go in the decks as well. So that is fine. We don't mind. Catch this one too. Pop. This one can go in the team then, and we'll just evolve it. So sorry about the ads. It's still set as every half an hour. It's just that it feels quicker when, I guess, when there's a lot going on. I'm guessing that's what it kind of is. Let me get away from that dog who wants to be my friend. Moonstone time. Back from the Adlands. But thank you for sticking around through the ads. As I say, there shouldn't be too many. We've got it just set up every half an hour. As I said, we could do something where we make it every hour for 3 minutes, but I think that might be a bit too many. Or too much of a break. We know we can get Curlier up here. And we did see a Gardevoir. So yeah, there is a wild Hatrini in the chat if you would like it. Head over there. See whether we can catch them all. So here's a Curlier. Like, we might as well try and catch like 3 Curliers, I guess. Is it the male one that evolves into Glade, isn't it? So yeah, we just need to get a male Curlier. That's not much help. But it can go straight in the box, and that gives us another one off the list. We're up to 58. I guess that's a good and a bad thing in the end. Because like, if you're not noticing the time, then it means that it's going quickly. And if it was like, oh, it's been ages and nothing's happened, that's the bad side of it. We did see Gardevoir here earlier, and I probably missed the chance to catch a wild Gardevoir. So that's not good. So I guess we just look for enough Curlier. Maybe one comes up over this side. I caught the Hatini. What's going on? Nope. We don't want to run into a Sudowoodo. Just go away. Stop causing me problems. A Mankey? No, nothing good there. Let's see, what else? I thought we would have seen more Curliers there. Yeah, I keep meaning to change it. I did have it so it was going to share the link, but it didn't show the link. So I didn't change it. I think I can set it up to be 2 messages. That's what I needed to do, and I haven't changed it. So I don't know whether it will actually work. I was going to just get rid of it, to be honest. I thought I would just try it out. It didn't work as I planned. I don't know whether I want it to go off all the time or not, that's the thing. Because it's different if somebody starts chatting and joins the Discord. And you don't want it, so you get all those graphic designers jumping in to try and sell you stuff that you're not interested in. That's the other side of it. It's a difficult situation, shall we say. Yeah, that's the other side. I could have done that. I don't know if I want it to be a mod though. I don't know if I want to give it permission to be mod. The only thing that's a mod I think is Nightbot and Pokemon game. Is this? No, it's another female one. So this one will have to be our God of War then. As I said, I don't think we've ever been busy enough to need a mod yet. That's the main thing. I was just trying to put a couple of little things up there to fill up on a quieter day, because I know that the natural shiny hunting days can be quieter. And that's not like if you're just doing this is when it's the main sort of chaosy side of things. I think that no, I thought that would have taken that to the next level. There we go. So that is our God of War then. Please say that's going to evolve. Yes. I pressed B on the it is evolving stage and I thought I cancelled it for a minute. You'll probably find out this wasn't the next actual thing to evolve. Right, box. There is a forward slash command available to show the mods in a stream and another to show the VIPs. Yes, I've already done those. They're all set up. Most of the VIPs are the people that supported from day one or the DA team, pretty much. So like yourself, Belgium, ironically. Stuff like people like that. But then there's also some others like Cheerio and Ray and a couple of others. Like Robin is on there, I believe. I can't remember how many people I put on it, but I put more than I probably should have. But yeah. Kim's on there. But yeah, I've got a few on the mods, but no on the VIP, but not many on the mods. Or any on the mods. As I said, like, we're definitely not busy enough to worry too much about mods, because yeah, most of the stuff when we're playing these games I can handle because I'm not locked in as such. Yeah, the mod one's important if there is a problem, but a lot of what I play, there's enough to pause it, pause what I'm doing, to sort things out. It's not like I'm locked into a difficult game, shall we say. It may be different on ZA, you may need to consider it then. But for this, you're either in a battle and that's it. There's nothing else that's going to go wrong. I feel like this glade is going to be a problem. I don't really want to go right up from a rocks, do I? Charger bug? That looks like a normal charger bug, yes. So I'm not going crazy. So yeah, that's kind of why. if something happened, I can easily just sit here and go and sort things out. It's not overly difficult from where I am. Maybe Glade could spawn elsewhere. I feel like it must spawn somewhere. I can't find the curliers anymore, and if I do, they're all female. What's this one? I can't even see. Why won't you show me? How do I unlock the genders checking? If you you can use force. Oh, there we go. Just when I said I can't find one, I find one. If you ever go into... Yes. You can also just... yeah. Again, it's not something that... You never need to know who a mod is unless you might be causing trouble. The best thing about mods is not being overly involved. The best mods don't need to do much because the chat is behaved. It's when the chat doesn't behave, or somebody tries to spam something they shouldn't. Probably the best way to put it. There we go. That's the Glade. So we're up to 60. That's the wrong. No, we're higher than 60, because that is the Kitakami Dex that's up to 60. I keep forgetting that. I don't know if we're going to do the Kitakami Dex separately or not. I'm not going to be able to get a Gengar. Well, actually I am. I know how to get a Gengar. Right, I believe Gengar actually spawns at night over here. No? No, it's not this. Yes, no? I don't think so. Hello, Toad. Welcome in. How are things? We are just trying to build a bit of a shiny dex. No, we're trying to build the living dex so we can get the shiny charm. There are easier ways to do this, but I'm doing it the long way because why not? And I've completely forgotten what I was going for. Hypno, which I believe is pretty much here somewhere. So is there in the one I mod? Mainly just U-bots to get banned. Yes, strangely enough, I've only had one of them in about 2 months now. Even though I'd put something in to mod it, to hold back the comments, I used to get one a stream, and somewhere along the line, they've completely disappeared. And it's very strange, to be honest. Because they were all the time, every time, one more. But yes, so the goal for this is to build the living dex on the Switch 2 from absolute scratch. So yeah, we're a long way from doing it, but we had to start all the games brand new. That was also a little bit of a side fact to it. So we are doing this, Sword, and Legends Arceus. And we've only got 6 shiny so far, and 4 of them were in Legends Arceus. Because of course they were. We actually got a Scatterbug today, which was a surprising one, to say the least. But not exactly the most exciting one. You've had about 4, don't really have them in the last few. Yeah, they seem to be slowing down a little bit more. I've just sort of put one of the words they all use in my banned words. As in, what are you trying to hit for? Like the idea is going to be to have the full living form dex, to be honest. I know it's a long way away from that. It's not something I expect to do, but the other side of this is we're going to do a bit of it, so there's going to be like races and stuff, and like chat can be involved and help pick what we're going to hunt and stuff like that. I really thought Hypno spawned in there. I really did. I'm a little bit disappointed that it hasn't. Let's try this one. No. Maybe it's here, isn't it? I think maybe here. No, this one. Yeah, I'm gonna do all the swords later. I don't want to do one. And if I do one and I go and try and find them all, I do that. I'll just use the guide to do them all in one go. And the thing is, if I do one, I'll forget which ones I've done, so I end up flying to places I don't need to go. That's the main reason why I don't do them in any like desperation order for now. I know we've done a few, but that's my mistake. I do it where I've played through this a few times and need them. I just mess it up every time. Braylum. Hello, brother Braylum. I did pick the wrong place, didn't I? Where is... It's not that side. I swear there was some ruins. It is that side then. That must be ruins at the end. No. No. Oh, there they are. There's the ruins. It's probably a different set of ruins I'm looking at, to be honest. Oh, did we make it? Not quite. So, my boss div? Really, why is there no hypnos? I always thought there was hypnos around these. Do I have to go and catch a drowsy and level it up? I don't want to. Oh dear, let's go to... I really haven't unlocked all of the fast travel points, have I? Really should have done that by now. Yeah, so when we do this challenge, we are going to be focusing on everything really. So there'll be days when we do DAs, so we will be going for the legendaries. We will be, just because I'm trying to build the shiny charms where we haven't really unleashed the races yet. But come July, every Sunday is planned to be some form of shiny hunt race. So that's the goal. There is a Togepi in the chat if anyone is playing the TCG game. It is an event spawn as well. What else was it? Bronze on this time. I swear they used to have hypnos around these. I'm not going crazy, I swear. Maybe we'll just go and catch the second Ghastly. I don't know. That's a bronze on. That's even worse. Do we need bronze on? No, we've got that already. I thought we would just get it a second Ghastly so we could evolve it into Haunter and right up there. It might be. I feel like I might just go to the Area 0 spawn that I keep running into. It might be on the table with the Ghastlies. But I would imagine Drowsy would be a nighttime spawn as well. That's how I look at it. But we'll see. So, do we catch enough? Well, no, we'll go and catch a Pinchurchin and then we can get the Gengar sent to us. I think that'll work. We both got the event spawn. Back into the Adlands. Let's go up here then. Where we're trying to do them in order, this has caused a hiccup on my ordering system. Let's just move so you will become a Haunter. We might as well level you up while we can. Wait. What have we got here? We got some medium candies. I think 4 will do. 26, let's see. No to Curse. No to Hex. I see more Psychic types as Day Spawns and Dark types and Dark Spawns. Yes. It's just more, it feels like something that haunts your dreams, Drowsy. I think that's kind of how I see it. Right, we don't need Haunter for anything now. It can go back in the box. Or Borelu. And then, what is next after Gengar then? I think we got the next item, which is a Duskstone. Nice. Right, we'll carry on. So it is probably... I could see it being something annoying like Cyclers are there. It's like one of the few things that doesn't evolve. But then we've got to go and get a Tandemaus that can evolve. Yeah, we'll sort that out in a minute. Where can we go and get a high level Tandemaus? Actually, we get one in the desert, in here. Because then it should just go in the party and evolve, isn't it? I don't know if it has to level up as we do stuff. I don't know. Oh, welcome back again. Yeah, I'm going to look for a Tandemaus here. Because it'll be a high level, basically. So it should just evolve if it's in my party, I think. I think that's how it works. It just evolves. Yeah, we've got these things to catch as well. We'll worry about them later. Not too worried about that right now. It's not going to make this easier or harder. Spoink. Could have sworn Tandemaus is spawned in here somewhere. There they are. That was shiny. It would have been brilliant. Right. Quick ball. Lovely. So this, I think, as I say, I put in the team and it just evolves, I think. Right? That's how it works. We'll put it lower down just in case. I don't know how this thing works. Right, has it changed? No? Do I give it a candy? I just thought it still needs to level up then. You can have a large one then, because there's two of you, you can share it. But then it does evolve. Okay. I guess it evolves when we do stuff in the party. Because I definitely just gave it a candy. I mean, it did not evolve. I think we have to just beat stuff up and it'll evolve when it sort of levels up. That makes sense. Like most of this stuff won't take long to beat up with what we've got at the front. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the rare or not for this. It's just, I would just like it to evolve, but it didn't evolve when I gave it a candy. I think it just evolves when you do stuff, doesn't it? Or when it levels up in the party rather than anything else. But we'll see. We'll get it to go up one level and see what happens. Because it's not doing it at the moment. It is being awkward. Silly little Tandemaus. But I think we just have to beat a few things up and it will do it for us. We better not go for the electric types. That might not be the smart play. Or the flying types. These are fine up here. Go for these things. Where have you gone? Where did you go? It literally ran away. Why is there so many electric types here? They're trying to sabotage my runs, to say the least. There we go. Bop. Bop. Come on. Let's get you up this one level. And then we can go and have a look for Hypno again. I guess. Why have you just stopped? Okay. Well, never mind. It seems to be back. Look at all of the nose passes. They're not going to be hard to beat. Sent me a link to Pokemon, as in, what is that? How to evolve this mouse thing. I thought the thing was it just sort of evolved when it was a certain level in your party, if that makes sense. So I'm hoping this can do it. No, it's still not evolving. Why are you not evolving? This silly mouse thing. Or is it a distance I've got to travel with it? I swear it just evolved naturally in the past. It's just trying to sabotage me. That's what it is. It's a sabotage Pokemon. And the thing is, you can't catch a wild one, which makes it even more difficult. So, let's have a look, see. How do you evolve? Tandemouse. Level 25. That's all it says. That's helpful. They don't want to actually tell me how to evolve it. Yeah, it doesn't actually say how it works. Sadly. I thought it just sort of did it when it was in the party. But you know what, let's go back over here and try our luck with Hypno again. It must have changed time of day now. Where was it? I didn't... Oh yeah, we did get the fast travel point. Good. Let's see, is there Hypno here? Still ghastly. Definitely daytime now. Definitely. I think I'm being sabotaged here by the game. Right, because I've seen this one now, I'm just going to go and get this Area 01. I don't know why it spawns here, but it's one that seems to spawn on its own all the time. And I don't know if it's a glitch or what, but I've never seen another one since. But now I've seen it, I always know it's there. So I'm going to stick with it and say it's going to be there again. We could do a few things down here, I guess. This has definitely become harder to get through since the DLC, since being on the Switch 2. Ah, yes, it's pretty much that station. If you remember the Let's Go mechanics down for evolution, so good. If you remember that Let's Go mechanics down don't work. But I gave it a candy as well when it didn't evolve. It's the only reason why I did the Let's Go mechanics. That's what is the slightly more confusing thing. I did not know this was here either. That's strange. See, as I said, this area has always seemingly had one Hypno in my other save. Just one. No other in Area 0, and it's been here. This save, no Hypno. Ah, no. Sabotage. Sabotage! That's not a good idea, but it worked. So I didn't even know Hypno was meant to be here, to be honest. Right. Nothing's coming to attack me. It may just do it eventually, like, if it doesn't, I'll just transfer one in. I'm not opposed to a little bit of a cheeky transfer to get the evolutions done. We know we've done it before, we can do it again. Yeah, so this doesn't... That must be some form of weird-ass glitch on the other game. Never mind then. We'll go to... What's that? That's a Delibird. No, an Iron Bundle. Not a Delibird. We'll just go here. Because I know that these are generally the right thing. I still think there's probably a bit to do with a certain amount of travelling to do with it. But I know a lot of people have had problems because it just evolves without telling you. So it doesn't actually do the evolution scene. That's why it's more difficult. That's why I thought it might do it for the Let's Go mechanic, because it didn't do it for the candy. But yeah, we'll worry about it later. There's plenty of time to go. Right, we'll just get a plain old Drowsy. That'll do for now. We'll just level it up and evolve this. This will be easier, I hope. And we'll move on to the next Pokemon. We will put this in the team to do the evolution. We'll put it in there. Because we might give up with the Tandemaus for a while. I don't know yet. Large candy will do. I think one will be enough. No to the moves, no to the poison gas. Oh, we have a Surskit in the chat. I think one XL and one candy level it up enough. We'll try a medium. And no, oh no, not on you. On you. Go away with all the silly moves. Oh no, you. There we go. We got to level 26. We have a Hypno. That was probably the longest way to get a Hypno we've ever done. And you bet, if I go to the other place, there'll be a Hypno waiting for me. So we get back in the box. You are going there. I want Brado back at the top. We'll put this down. No, we'll leave it there, to be honest. Is that right? 66, yes. Only I managed to catch it. Uh-oh. You are not nice. Right, what is next? I should really look at the decks. So we've done Tandemaus. So it is Pichu, Pikachu, Raichu. Okay. We've already got all of them in the decks. So we may just go for the Dash Bun. Let's just try and do the things we don't have. Dash Bun is usually easier to get all the way over here. From my memories of hunting in this game. Because I keep trying to get Dash Bun and fail miserably. It's one of the shinies that has eluded me all the time playing this game. And there is a teapot. I don't want to catch it in case it is the other teapot. Right. That's what I want. Dash button. Aroo! That should be its cry. What is that? Dash button. Lovely. Caught it. I feel like I have missed something in the middle of this somewhere, but we'll worry about that later. That is a 77. We have a Fido already, so yeah. So there's a few missing in there, I feel. Yeah, so that would be Pikachu, Raichu. Right. No. What is it? What am I missing here? So Tandemouse. Okay, then the Pichu. Slackoff's easier to go and get in Blueberry. Definitely easier to get in Blueberry. Nearly back into the Adlands. Right, because they all just spawn on the beaches over here. Like this. That was how easy that one was. This was a nightmare to get in the base game. Because they're meant to spawn in trees, and I don't think I've ever seen one in a tree. In all of my time on this game. See, doing some of this catching might actually trigger the evolution too. Right. That is 59. No, it's not 59. It's the wrong dex. Now, there's a slack off as well. Shall we try and get the slack off? What number are you? 78. What are you? A3. You are 77. So, you go there. Yeah, I don't think it's too difficult to do this though. I don't know. Didn't want the Esper. Yet, anyway. We'll catch it, because why not? It's not going to ruin any of our plans, is it? Let's be honest. But as I mentioned, I won't be here tomorrow, but on Sunday it's trying to figure out what game to play. I don't know if to do one more go at Let's Go, or do the PLA that we're missing, because we've missed so much PLA. I really want to do some more of the Dex completion, but I think after next week we're back in routine with it, so it's a difficult one, really. But yeah, it would be nice to do more, but I get that. It's like I set my schedule up in a way where I wasn't expecting every Wednesday and Saturday to be the 2 days that I'm busy. Well, after this week of Let's Go, there won't be another Let's Go for a long time. Because we're doing the races on Sundays. That's the thing to remember. You just sit in there. Right. So let's see if we can catch that. Should we just try and catch another Vigoroth and evolve it? Might be easier. Yeah, Let's Go is... We're only going to focus on Pidgey, Rattata and Weedle. Oh, and maybe Spearow. But I think some are available in Radar. I think Rattata is available in Radar. And we'll put this in the team and give it a candy. Bag again. Okay, we'll use a large one on it. That should be enough. Right, no. 2 large ones. There we go. So Vigoroth is now evolving. I haven't really achieved any of the things I was planning to do for my shiny hunting. Which is kind of funny. Unless the Scatterbug is relaxed. I guess. Box. Box, box. You sit there. Right, what is next? Yes, that is the right button. This will do. So we're into the unknowns now. So we could, well, we got pseudo wudo. You know, we go to the desert and look for the roly-coly. I know it's not quite in the right order, but it is one we mentioned could be shiny, and there is an outbreak of something here. So let's go and have a look at this outbreak. Where's the outbreak? It is there. Let's go. Okay, not the way I wanted to go, but never mind. Welcome back. That is a normal F1. I'm going to go and have a little look at this outbreak, see what it is. See if it is something interesting. But we've done pretty well on the decks. I do need to research what is some of the later stuff. It's a Voltorb outbreak. That's not the worst to deal with. It's one that's very easy to see shiny. That is a fact. Is it both up here and down there? But they could explode on me. There was something that seemed interesting to watch. I think it's called Big Liars. It probably is. There's a lot of the problem with entertainment. There's just so much out at the moment. I always say it's nearly impossible to keep up with it. I've been saying it for a long time. Yes, it is a nice, easy to see shine, but they do explode on you. That's why we have you, Golduck. I don't know if I'm really that interested in fully doing this. I do need to catch one actually, just for the decks, so I might as well just catch one to start with. And then worry about them all blowing themselves up. I don't know if there are wild electrodes in this game. I don't think there is. Probably is though. Feels like there should be. Because they would be terrifying to roll towards you. That is 207, so yeah. Definitely a bit further away in the decks to where we are. But I just thought, because it was an outbreak, let's have a go. 207, so it'll be here. Yeah. I definitely you. No. Mousehold still has not evolved. Just checking it out. Or Tandem Mouse. It's not a Mousehold yet. It's a little bit awkward for place because there's some up here and some down there. But the thing is, if they blow themselves up, it's easier. So the idea is just to go close enough to let them blow themselves up. But yeah. Let's see. I don't really expect to get one. If I'm honest, I'm just here to see what's around really. Maybe I should go and do all of the star one, question mark ones, just to unlock them on the Pokedex. That could be a smart thing to do. Because it's all very well putting the Pokedex together. This will help fill in the gaps for me at the end of the day. It could be something like the Tauros. Like, we've probably faced a Tauros. Well, I might not have. What's this side of the river? It is dealing. Okay. Not the easiest thing to shiny hunt. Definitely not. Nor are Cyclizar. There is a space to get Cyclizar isolated, but they literally run off the cliff. It's hilarious. because we did that again on our previous challenge. It was one of the main targets. Okay, I wanted that because I thought it was one of the gaps I saw in one of the Pokedexes. I couldn't quite figure out where it went. It's 295. I thought it could have been that one. Can't remember many of the... Well, it's probably cloth, isn't it? Maybe. I don't know. We said 295, which will go about there. We just leave it on this one. Right, so that's now dealing. What else is on here? No question marks there. Oh, that's why I could have got. That's why I saw a floatzel. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. There's one down there. We have a Luxio outbreak as well. So let's go and do this one. Probably easier to go there. Not today, no. If we had come in a bit earlier, we might have, but we're nearly at the 3-hour mark now, so we're pretty much wrapping things up today. Now, I've been trying to work on completing the Pokedex because I've been a little bit lazy. So tandem mouse evolves. Just to leave it in your team or a box eventually open up. Okay, well, I'll leave it in the team at the moment. Yeah, so we're just looking at finishing off some deck stuff. We haven't really done much. But when we do this game, we're targeting Tuesday and Friday as stuff like that. Oh, it was Arbok. An Arbok outbreak. Interesting. We're just going to beat one up to get it in decks, pretty much. So I'm literally just running around doing whatever question marks I don't have. Well, we'll start here because it's right next door. And then after I've done that, we did get a shiny today, though. That was the key thing. We got one. We were doing a bit of the Academy special. What is it? What is the outbreak? It says it here. Ooh. Is it Doduo? I did not see what popped up. It is Doduo, okay. That's not too bad. Let's see, all the Doduo just gets stuck against the wall. Yeah, so as I say, we are probably going to do some more in the future. It was just we only sort of had a couple. It's only been pretty much me and Dragon for Pokemon people today. So it was like, should we just do this to get a bit more done so I can get towards the shiny charm? That's the thing. We tried doing the Pokeball lottery and didn't get very far. We ran out of money. Ran out of materials because we haven't actually done much of the knocking out stuff we were meant to do. Because we pretty much sped run through the game, and it's weird because my main game I've got too much of everything, and in this game I've got barely anything. So we got a Smeagol outbreak, not too worried. All the dealing are normal. Just fine. What's that? That is a Rowlet. Okay, we may do that. No. Okay, what else is on here? No question mark up there. And no question marks. We've done all the question marks. Maybe we do. I'm not counting any chickens for that one, though. Sadly, none of the stuff that is in the outbreaks learns Life Chew, which is a little bit annoying, but whatever. I'm going to put this back to the home zone, I think. None of them are friendship evos either, of course not. I like to always save just outside my own character's house. It's a weird thing. It's just been a bit of a tradition, shall we say. But if you do want to keep up with when we go live, feel free to join the Discord and we will start our shiny hunting games soon. Very soon. But today we got one shiny. I'm going to move this roulette because I don't want to lose it. What did we get? We got an almighty Scatterbug. Which doesn't have anything notable about it, but it was a good shiny to get and spot without any problems. So yeah. So that was good. So yeah. We'll be back on Sunday with Let's Go. Probably. Maybe Legends Arceus. It depends how I feel.